I'm more percussion based. I like to do a lot of transitions in terms of percussion, so you're going to hear a lot of different transitions from some great things that I pulled from these packs. So let's see what we can find. You know, a lot of people who are FL Studio are FL for life and they're not going anywhere. But once I moved over to Ableton, I haven't looked back yet. But mad love to everybody who's still using FL Studio. And just Ableton suited my workflow a lot better. For now, I have a Yamaha CP reface board. These actually just launched. Also, when it comes to programming sounds, I like to put asterisks on pretty much anything that I know I'm going to use often. So if I come across a snare in my library that I like and I may not use it at that particular time, yeah, this is the sound that you wanted to use, versus going through 7 million sounds trying to find that snare or that kick again. When you're actually doing like in the VST and it sounds a certain way, but when you pitch bend a wave file, it sounds completely different. You get certain artifacts that you wouldn't get from the VST, and it's not 100% accurate, which is great. You want it to sound good, but you also not want it to sound like a machine. And I like my grooves to feel like it's a mixture of both, you know, something that you've heard before, but you haven't heard it like this. With the effects on there, if you can hear it slightly after, you may hear a tail. There was one, and there's another one. I only want it for small articulations. If I were to pull it up, you get a whole bunch of randomness. So I normally pull it down to like 1%, and you still get something out of it. I normally like to make sounds just to make time go fast. And when I'm making sounds, my signal chain is normally the actual sound, and then I'll drive the sound. I'll completely drive and smother the sound, and I'll compress it back down, and I'll throw effects on it and EQ it afterwards. But another thing is giving your loops a break, meaning you can mute them in certain areas, or you know, just change the volume. This rev here, anything that I title rev means reverse. I normally take my audio files and I dump them over there, and I just completely just hit the reverse button. So it's just sitting there backwards. But when I'm ready to, when I play like a stab, I normally reverse it into the next stab. I would just make it a habit to listening to stuff forward and then listening to it backwards, just to see if you can find a sound that you like. Since I do not have a mod wheel, you can go into the envelope here. big on reverbs unless I'm using them for an effect. Main reason, when you watch stuff out with reverb, it kind of takes away the snap out of something. Or if it's off, you would know like the reverb isn't there, but I want it on just enough to where it's not, you barely hear it.
They ain't trying to let me build. I'ma have to kill the messenger before they get the message detonated in the city where they said it like a record on the Guinness.
Yeah, I want to record that verse part over again and see if I can do a better take on that.
I just duplicate the track and then cut it.
Okay.
They ain't trying to let me build. I'ma have to kill the messenger before they get the message detonated to the city.
The homie van, he actually flew in from Dallas, Texas.
On the spot. My man Dorien just hooked up a fire beat, man.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Be sure to check out the link in the description when the video drops.
Don't get me started, mama. Keep it cooking, put it all on plate. Just keep on looking, watch it fall in place. Keep that gusto dripping. Talk about the meals in them cutthroat kitchen. What's your mission? Man can't give you all the secrets.